Hello, my name is Sayyida Mariam Fatima, and my student ID is 20174094. Today, our group assignment is economics for managers. Managers, and with me, Sunil Kumar and case Sunil Kumar Sanam Rasul is going to present this. Case analysis. Case 1, Australian GDP and COVID. COVID-19 caused restrictions and lockdown Australia. In Australia, the restrictions slowed down economy. GDP fell as a result. A cumulative loss of $158 millions. Australian GDP and COVID. Major economics issues. Economic contraction, sharp fall in economic activities and economic restrictions and lockdown, lessened purchasing power of consumers. Remedy was economic stimuli, encouragement of economic growth. Australian GDP and COVID, major economic issues, unemployment, devastation of economy and loss of jobs. Unemployment rate is equal to number of skilled workers who are jobless, total skilled workers. Remedies to lessen unemployment include unemployment aid, wage subsidies, employment preservation initiatives. And the next slide will be presented by Sanam Rasul.
Hello everyone, my name is Samar Rasul. Today I will present about Australian gross domestic product and COVID. So during the COVID, there was a major economic loss in Australian GDP. And there were many fiscal challenges and funding problems. And if we talk about the taxes, there was great decline in the taxes. And also finances were also needed to run our social services like healthcare and economy stimulating programs also. And moving to next slide. Yes. Also, and there were many major economic issues like we can say that supply chain disruption, lockdown during the lockdown in Australia, and most importantly, imports and exports were greatly affected. Only domestic manufacturers were running on that time, so they were supporting our countries there. So these were just some remedies that were running our country. Next slide. So also there was a loss of monetary policies and increase in tax, a lower interest rate, and increased money supply. So increase, we can say that increase overall aggregate demand AD is the goal. Next slide. And this consumption function will be described by our next member, Sunil Kumar. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Sunil Kumar, this side, and my student ID is 20172871. Thanks, Fatima and Rasul, for your part. I'm talking about the consumption function. Function is given by is C equal to CO plus V by D, where C is presenting consumption function, and CO is equal to autonomous consumption, and B is representing marginal propensity to consume, and YD is equal to disposable income. So next slide, please. It's high consumption will result in upward shift of consumption function, and increase in expected future income will cause an increase in the value of consumption function. Increase in interest rate will decrease in consumption value. So now the next slide is crowding over effect. Increase in government spending causes decrease in private sector spending, like international crowding out decreases. The reason for it is increase in global capital mobility and modification in monetary policies. Next slide, please. Thank you. Thanks, guys.